Welcome, welcome, welcome back, everyone. Back to the channel. When you come on in, shout out your city, your tribe, your vibe, how you feeling. Welcome in, everyone. Please let me know if you can hear me okay. Um, I'm trying to avoid, come on, YouTube. Can you let me breathe? That's a story for another day, everyone. Please let me know if you can hear me because I've unplugged my mic because they're playing games with the technology here on YouTube. But I'm still grateful, girl, I guess, to be on the platform. No, I'm very, very grateful. And I'm so happy to all praises to the Most High. Absolutely, Austin. Oh, it's about to be a good day. Thank you for bringing that good vibration. I love that. Welcome in. Welcome in, Nisi, Austin, Keisha, welcome in. George Lopez, welcome in. I know you're not George Lopez, but I know who you are. Welcome in, Sister Gail, baby girl, Little Bit, love that name. Welcome in. Hi, everyone. Hi, Miss Monica. Come on in, come on in. Okay. I always say this. I'm so done with these videos. I just really am done. But yesterday, girl, it was getting juicy. It's like a rebirth of the whole psychic investigation. Just when you think it's over and there's nothing more to see here, it's like it's given. Like, what are they actually doing? So we're gonna get to this. The digital copy that they made of Charlie Kirk's DNA. Was it a clone? Is it a doppelganger? We explored Tyler Robinson actually housing some of Charlie Kirk's consciousness. It either was the day of or within the days that followed. But in fact, what I am pulling energetically, Charlie Kirk's consciousness was in two places at once. And if you were around yesterday's video, you understood why they needed to do that is because they needed an actual live vessel to be able to intermix with this alien and also alien technology, aka transhumanism. Okay, this is what we are going to talk about. I'm going to go a little bit deeper in this video today. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tahirah, Mother of the Ages. I am a supernatural quantum telepathic healer, author of The Great Expansion, a cosmic Bible for the ages, creator of the quantum telepathic healing modalities, and clinical hypnotherapist by trade. And I specialize in past life regression therapy, energy medicine, quantum readings. So if you'd like to book a session with me, there are some links down below. And if you'd like to work one-on-one with me to expand the light within, to expand your soul, and to cleanse on a cellular level, you can go ahead and sign up for my Ascension program. That's where we'll do the work over there. All right, guys. There's a problem. When you come in, you better hype this video, like this video, because go to yesterday's video. Now, YouTube, I'm not saying, listen, I'm just stating the obvious. I just got to keep it real. I could be in client sessions. I could be removing a demon from someone. I could be teaching my class. I could be doing anything else. Sound perfectly okay. The moment I press the live button to go live on YouTube, now there's a problem. Now there's static. Now they're covering up main parts of the broadcast, of the transmission, right when I'm telling you guys that they genocided themselves. The same people saying that they got holocausted and all of that, that actually did happen. But what they don't tell you is that part of the group split away to create a psyop so that they could have a storyline to implant themselves as God-chosen people so they could use that for power and control forever. And then, yeah, they covered that up with a bunch of static and noise. So let's just hope that we don't, that's why I just unplugged the mic. So maybe they're manipulating, I don't know what they're doing, and I switch platforms. So It literally only happens when I go live. Maybe I'll have to start pre-recording my videos again. So we're going to see how this all works today. So, Lord, listen, I'm not going to be on here long. I want to recap some things. Something hit my spirit today as we started to explore, within these automatic drawings, the alien tech hybrid situation happening. And it came out that the press secretary, right, is pregnant, Caroline. And that's exactly the person I saw. I saw someone that looked like blonde, beautiful, like I said, like Ivanka Trump. But Trump's press secretary is pregnant. Someone said Usha is pregnant. JD Vance energy shows up in Charlie Kirk's automatic drawing still. Erica Kirk energy shows up as what? The alien tech. If you've been here, there's over 100 videos in this series, Psychic Investigation. Erica Kirk's energy is the alien tech. It's about to crescendo, girl. I feel like it's about to crescendo, and I have no idea what source is going to say. But I thought about something. You know how we're saying that, well, what are these elites going to do when, no one can afford anything? Because, they're like raising the gas pricing, raising the prices on house, like the economy's all, all messed up and everything. And people are like, you know what? The system, just let the system fall. That's been my take. Let the system fall. They're going to have to reset it. No, what hit my spirit today is when this hybrid race, this transhuman new race that they are breeding right now, they're going to be able to work with the new system. They're going to be surveillance. They're going to be hardwired to work with the tech and the AI. And it dawned on me, that's who they're setting up to replace us. They're going to say, look at this group of people. Why can they work all day? There must be something wrong with y'all. We're thinking about this thing very simply, that yes, if they just crash the economy, let them. Eventually, if no one starts buying their, their products, then they're going to have to, things are going to have to go back to the way it was. No, guys, they have a solution. They figured it out. This is part of why they need the transhumanism, because their system is alien tech and it is able to work with the system that they put in place. Therefore, there is no need for a cellular being anymore. And I know what you're thinking. They're going to just wait for when this new hybrid race, transhuman race, has a better credit score than actual flesh and blood beings. Just wait until this hybrid race is making more money than flesh and bone beings. Everything that we had or have, they're going to be trying to take that and give it to the hybrids. Now, we know who the hybrids are. The hybrids are a copy of them, a digital copy. It's going to be all bloodline. Get what I'm saying? We never thought this far. I never thought this far, girl. It's going to be all bloodline. The haves, the haves and the have-nots. The haves will be all the same bloodline. And this was their plan from the beginning when they caused the genocide to themselves with the Holocaust. There was a group of Jews or Zionists who set this whole thing up. And now we are living in their ending that they set up. They want to make it where it's all bloodline. are the haves. And the people that are not of their bloodline, which is not human, beyond human, is the have-nots. We got to wrap our head around that, because a lot of people think that they're grafting some of us in. No, their plan is for everyone to be out and only bloodline in. So what are we going to do? I don't know yet, but I'm sure Source never leaves us without the answers to that. So I want to start channeling a little bit here, because yesterday, baby, was cuckoo for mofo Cocoa Puffs. I'm wondering what today will bring. One moment. Ooh. Ooh. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. Let's see. Okay. So I was sitting here and look what happened. I accidentally got marker on my thumb. That's a message. This is what differentiates and makes you a supernatural quantum healer. This is a message, an absolute message. Hold on. It's given implant in your hand. It's given you cannot buy or sell without the mark of the beast. Give me a second. If someone has a green thumb, then they have a natural talent for growing plants. They have a natural talent. They're a skilled grower. They nurture and cultivate plants successfully. Get where I'm going with this. You ever hear it's going to be a cold day in hell? I know my mama used to say that. It's going to be a cold day in hell before I X, Y, and Z. And isn't hell not supposed to be hot? Apparently it's cold, because why do we have the saying? When you go to the faucet to turn the water on, you got red for hot, you got blue for cold. The green thumb is being able to grow the plants, an innate ability to grow food. A blue thumb cancels all of that out. Dead. No plants, no growth. Plants grow with what? Photosynthesis, sunlight, right? Water. Nothing grows in the winter when it's cold. This is what I'm getting. But because it's in the hand, no one can buy or sell without the mark of the beast. So, the transhumanism and these hybrid transhuman children that they're already all incubated up in these perceived human wombs, but they're not. That's why I said, watch who's getting pregnant. Which of the elites are getting pregnant right now? Watch that. And that will tell you everything that you need to know. When these new hybrid kids come on the block, new kids on the block, it will be the transhumanism that they took the copy, made that digital copy of Charlie Kirk to now mix in with the alien tech. And you know what, guys? We called this months ago. We just didn't know it was alien tech. But if you guys were here, remember several months ago, I did a reading and I said that they are going to be using Charlie Kirk's consciousness to create something out of it. And that's why they were holding him for so long. That's why in the beginning, he was not dead. That's why they purposefully subdued that avatar. That avatar is gone. But because they have a copy, God knows how many copies. Technically, he's still here. Do you see how freaky this is? But it's not the original Charlie that we saw. That one is gone. We've outlined that. He showed up, gone. But the copy lives on. Is it a perfect copy? I'm not sure. But if it's 99 point anything, it's pretty close. So this ushers in. There's something with that Usha. There's something with the Usha. Something with Usha. I don't like this on my hand. There's something with that Usha. So, what do we have to look forward to? Moving from the green thumb. You know what, guys? They could outlaw people growing plants. They could outlaw certain seeds. I'm really getting that strongly. They could outlaw certain seeds. They could outlaw growing in certain areas. They may introduce these to HOAs first to get it all uniformed with HOAs, with new planned communities is what I see. And they won't really need to announce much more. I'm channeling all of this simply because something happens to our plants and which are our foods. When they outlaw it enough with these new developments and all of these things, it does something about the germination where it affects the ability for the plants to grow in other areas. So even if you're not in a HOA, right? There's something about that. I really want to get this. Hold on. Germination, the development of plants from a seed or spore after a period of dormancy. Bingo. Thank you, Source. Something will happen with the germination. There will be that period of dormancy because they're going to start outlawing it. During that period of dormancy, something's going to happen where it affects the ability for that species to continue to grow. And now I know this going to sound cuckoo for some people, but most of my people here, we are already a little strange, girl. But we ain't never did something strange for a little bit of change. No, sorry. Okay. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. But this is what I'm saying. This may sound strange, but when they outlaw it, and there will be dormancy for a while, just one of the reasons why the plant or certain species of plants do not return, which is our food, is because they are sad and depressed. My plant family, come on, come through. You allowed to speak now. Plant family, part of my tree family, is because it disheartens them when the rest of them weren't allowed to grow, when they went dormant. Like, imagine, it's like half of your family just gets killed off in a disaster. That's how they view it. Oh, goodness, the plants is coming through. Girl, don't take away the collard greens now. Baby, y'all, black folks, hold on. I think they're going to attack our collard greens. Get the turnips and the mustards first. Leave the collards alone. Serious. I'm serious. We might have to move if that's the case. No, here's I'm saying something serious here. The thing is, the interesting thing is this. When they do that, the plants will feel, think about it. When that big event happened and all those the Native Americans were slaughtered back in the late 1700s. What did that do for the morale of the tribes? What did that do epigenetically within your DNA? It suppressed it. Same thing when these laws go into place, you can't grow certain things in certain places. These plants will get almost depressed as if half or 75% of their family has been killed off. And they will decide not to regrow themselves. I'm getting a strong collard greens, girl. Like I said, take the mustards and the turnips first. Leave me them collards. No. Not the collard. That's right, Austin. The collards, now that's just plain evil. Collards ain't never did nothing to nobody. So, guys, I'm telling you, this is just what I am getting. So hold on, let me ground back in. Let me go back to the transhumanism. So this is the whole purpose of why the hybrids are coming. When we see the hybrids and you see more people pregnant, I'm telling you, if there's more people, like elite people start to get pregnant, boom, 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 boom. And then we get it's the Cabbage Patch situation all over again, just with new tech. That's it. Then this will be when they will implement the chip in the hand. We already had it in the phone because, everyone's using Apple Pay and, all these different pay apps. But the whole goal is to get it inside of you, right? So we've already kind of had it in the hand, but now it gets implanted in. So that is, in fact, why they are bringing the hybrids, because there will be a level of humans that will say, hey, there's no problem with it. We have the chip. Yeah, because you guys are not real. That's why you have it. You're not going to question the system that you're birthed from. But they won't tell you that. And so it almost makes me feel that, they've already been birthing these people. I think we're just about to get more. So that is what this thing is for. That's kind of crazy. I don't know. Let me sit with this for a moment. One second. What's that song? One. Hold on, guys. Oh man, I'm not gonna get it. No. What's that song? One Gualamela. Come on. Does anyone know what that means? Oh boy. Does anyone know? Yes. I don't know. What does that mean? Yes, in Spanish. What does that mean? Yeah. Does anyone know what that means? Or it means or something? I don't know why. I'm wondering what that whole song means, like just the synopsis. If anyone could find the synopsis of that song, and what does that mean? I don't know why that just came up. But you know what's funny? When I talk about it has no specific meaning, actually. Okay. All right. When I talk about them putting something in the finger, why is that this? Why is this here? As that thing touched my thumb, right? Something going in the hand. I just thought that was weird. That kind of looks like a finger. Looks like this index finger here. All right, hold on. Let's see. Hmm. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the spelling. Thank you. Hmm. Something's being hidden because it's not ready. Something is being hidden. Thank you for the spelling. Thank you. Something's not right. Hold on. Huh, interesting. I don't know why. Let me put that aside. But yeah, I mean that one was cut and dry. That one was like a body channel. It's given, you can't buy or sell without this. And they're killing off our food supply. So what do you think happens? Famine. That's I am not trying to scare anyone, but this is the reading. Because you have to wonder, and we're gonna get to Usha, and we're gonna get there to her pregnancy, because something is telling me to check all of that out. Something ain't right. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. When 2020 happened, or 2019, because I was picking this vibe up with the Rona, you know what I mean? In 2019, that was all about attacking the respiratory. You couldn't breathe. You were on vents in the hospital. You could not breathe. Then we had George Floyd. I'm not sure if that happened before or after, but what the cop was sitting on his chest or something like that. He was saying that he can't breathe. Then there was a massive, campaign. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe, which is part of a psyop because they were trying to tell us something, right? Was the death real? Yes, but the psyop was a psyop. So we had all those events. So he can't breathe. Then we have Charlie Kirk, right? And them disconnecting the C1 atlas to disconnect the body from the neck to the head, disconnect you know what I mean, the body from the head. But you think about the throat, you can't breathe. You can't breathe. Then we have what's happening now. Do you know how they say, oh, people are underwater, like in their loans and stuff, because the economy, oh, they're underwater or they're underneath. If you're underwater, you can't breathe. A lot of people are underwater in their homes that they just bought recently. It's this whole theme has been about breathing. They don't want you to breathe. They do not want us breathing. If you can't breathe, you definitely can't use your brain because there ain't no oxygen going to the brain. I mean, they just want everyone gone. I don't know what else to say. And I know what people say. Well, that wouldn't make sense because all of their businesses would flop. No, because they are rebuilding a transhumanism race that can work with AI. They're going to start paying these people. But it's still the same bloodline. Because remember, they did it before. They did it before. where they psyoped their own people, and they'll be doing it again when the new species come on board. But this time it doesn't include us actually breathing. So now you got to kind of think about the mark of the beast. Is this really truly about buying and selling? Or is this about getting rid of us? Mm-mm. This is what Source is saying. The mark of the beast is a lie. The buying and the selling. I'm telling you, this was their plan. This is, baby, this is about to crescendo. I don't even have to do this automatic drawing. Listen, this is what Source is saying. They know you would never give them consent to come inside of your vessel. They knew. They've already seen the pushback. They knew it. So they, girl, hey, I don't know. I understand the Bible is the Bible, but we already know men lie, women lie, but spirit don't lie. They've been telling us about this mark of the beast for a very long time. And if you are a good Christian, you are already programmed not to take it. But there will be some people who will have to because they need food. They know that you will have to. Here's the gag, guys. Come closer. That's what Source is saying. This has nothing to do with you not being able to buy or sell. It has everything to do with that implant getting inside of you and not just shutting your system down so that it can override the program and upload new software onto the hardware of your body. They want to get inside to stop the breath. That's what this whole psyop is about. So when you go to take that, you're thinking in your head, oh, it's just the vaccines I got to stay away from. That's it. This will be the biggest psyop to essentially kill off as many flesh and blood beings as possible so that you can't breathe. It's not about the buying or the selling. That's just that's the pony show. That's the smoke and mirrors. This is deep. This is deep. Okay, I'm in the comments and someone is breaking down that song. Okay. I wish that I could just bring you guys up here so you can talk. How can we do that? That would just be better. Are you guys interested in that? Like if I go live through Zoom, then I could just put a Zoom link and you guys can come up and talk because I'm reading all these comments. Hold on. Someone says, wow, hold on, let me see. Wow, that's nuts. The song has a line that says how freedom is a trophy and it has been shown to us. It's a story tell of a song. Wow. Wow. So this is that song. One Guatemala. Yes, that song. Okay. Someone else says, no voy a cambiar. I will not change, meaning living freely and following your own path. Wow. Wow. They want to get rid of that. They don't want us doing that. Okay. All right, you guys be interested in that? Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I have a link on here. I'm sure I do. I'm not on Zoom. I'm on a different thing. I don't know how to do it on here. But next time I go live, I'm gonna do that and then just drop the link so you guys can come up and we can now it's gonna get real interesting now. It's about to get real interesting. Okay. Good. I'm happy you guys would like that. Okay. So do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's all about the money. That's what this song is alluding to, right? It's about freedom, taking away the freedoms, right? What? Okay, sorry. Okay, you guys are talking amongst each other. Okay. I'm just trying to uncode what this song means. Okay, thank you guys. Someone said wealth festival or prosperity gathering. Oh, sorry, that's something else. But the bottom line is that the song is about your freedoms. It's all about I can't breathe. The whole point of who would knew that Charlie Kirk would lead us to the mark of the beast, guys. This is crazy. This is crazy. That's the whole point. It ain't because they don't care about you not being able to buy or sell. They can just turn off all of your digital assets anyway. You don't necessarily need the chip in. You get that? If everything is digitized, they don't need to have anything in your hand. They could just turn it off, shut your accounts down. Why the need to get inside? They want to shut your breath of life down. So just know when you are presented with that, no one can buy or sell. Oh, how am I going to feed my family? No, you won't have a family to worry about if you take that. Because now we know, guys, what COVID was about. It was to springboard us into this. They wanted to see how many people could they get into submission. Because the next time is given license to kill, is given death by a lethal injection in the hand, girl. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Whew. Okay. Listen, now I'm switching to Usha is pregnant, girl. She's pregnant. Then we have Caroline, Trump's press secretary. She's pregnant. We spoke about her yesterday, carrying, the hybrid, one of the hybrid. Now, what did I say? They could have different breeders. Now, Usha's pregnant. The press secretary is supposed to be having a girl. Usha Vance is supposed to be having a boy. She's due in late July. Usha. The press secretary is due sometime in May. Hold on, there's something here. Let me sit with this. This will be their fourth child. Oh, she'll be receiving care from military doctors. How sweet. Erica. I'm telling you, I've been not wanting to, don't give me nothing about Erica Kirk. Don't give me nothing, but I just have to know what we've already said. Remember when I said that they wanted to receive both Charlie and Erica into a future timeline, right? Which, because of all the copies, they probably could still do that. But I can't get away from the fact that every time we channeled Erica, you can look back at all of the titles. She was always coming up as hybrid. She was already the OG. So they're already been here because remember, she's part tech already. So she's already in this transhumanism, alien tech vibration. She always had it. And that's why she shows up in the sky on every single automatic drawing. See, sometimes you don't even have to draw this stuff because, you know, the pieces just come together. Ooh, thank you. And she was just what put on that board for the Air Force. But in every automatic drawing, she's what? In the air, above, in the sky, above everyone. Do you see how they're playing with us? That's why they mess my feeds up all the time. Because I'm literally, boy, it's a play-by-play. That's why my feeds are messed up all the time. At first I was like, oh, maybe there's just, you know, this, like, no, this just can't be real. It's only when I come on YouTube. So, medical care by, why do you need to get medical care by the military, Usha? Is that normal? Are they supposed to be receiving girl, I almost said Medicare. AB, hold on. Hold on. Girl, is something happening with Medicare? Listen, I'm telling you. And it's crazy. This has nothing to do with this, but only it does because Source will have you make these little slips so that it can lead you to the source codes. Something will happen with Medicare. I think they may raise the age a little bit to like 68 or 70, 67 to 70, or even to 72. I think they may raise the age. And I think they may revisit some of the other people, like with disabilities, that receive Medicare. I think it's reformed. I think Medicare gets reformed because, after all, the goal is to kill you. We certainly can't have you receiving aid. Now, can we? I'm just saying. Guys, I'm sorry. I know. I'm just saying that's what I see. And I am telling you, is given, Usha, baby, are you going to present this idea? I don't care if it comes through JD Vance. Baby, it's given that it's coming from you. It's given this is your idea. This will be worse than Trump pregnancy. Dang. What's going on? Okay, a Trump pregnancy. Girl, what is happening? All of these people are giving birth, guys. I think they're giving birth to their copies. They're all giving birth. I think they know something. This is coming through very clearly. Listen, they know something. They know that they might not be able to stay. They're all giving birth to their copies. Whether that's in the lab, in a petri dish, in a fabricated womb that looks like a human, but it ain't. This is crazy. It's not just Charlie, guys. Wait, we got to zone out. All of them are copying themselves. Remember when I told you guys Trump will disappear? There will come a time where we just won't see Trump. And I don't know, there was a rumor he went into the hospital or whatever. I don't know. I never looked into all that. There's too much happening going on. But I am telling you, all of these people are making a copy, and it's given that their present self or whatever avatar they're in now can't make it. And I think now that I think about it, that's why they're going into the animals now, because they can't hold the full form. But they're all giving birth, guys, to these transhumans. All of them are making a copy of themselves as a transhuman. That's why they're pregnant. That Trump is going to be pregnant. Not him be pregnant, but you see what I'm saying? It means a copy will be made and produced. These people are leaving. These avatars are leaving. They need to bring new transhuman avatars to the surface of this earth. Is what I'm saying. So when all this stuff starts to happen, just know there won't be any humans in the building. You know, they say, are there any grown-ups in the building? Apparently not, because they're transhuman. There will be no humans in the building to protect the humans. And then if you take their mark of the beast or their digital ID, it's not the digital ID, it's the whatever, the chip that, oh, I'm going to scan this, I'm going to scan that. You just wait until they pull the trigger on that sucker and everything goes kaboom, boom. Just saying, y'all, it's just for fun. Y'all know that we're going to be okay. Because we truly are the immortal ones. We're going to be okay. But that's what's happening. They're all making copies. These avatars are leaving. They're scrapping that. The transhuman avatars are coming online. And they're giving birth to themselves. Like I said, it will all be bloodline in the end. It will all just be their bloodline in the end. But I'm telling you that if J.D. Vance gets into office, it will be worse than what's happening under Trump. It might not even present that way, but I'm saying in the long run, it will be worse. I'm telling you, they will want to usher in this change with Medicare. I don't know if the bill will pass, but it feels like something that there's a committee already working on this. And guys, they may even bring out some false stats and saying how people may live forever or people will live 20 years longer. And so there's no need. Like we have all the projections. Of course, we can raise the age of Social Security, of Medicare, of retirement. We have all this data. Where you get the data from? The other transhumans that aren't flesh and blood people? I'm telling you, they will use, there's a committee already working on this. Hey, it's my mama's birthday right now, 7:49. Hey, rest in power. So I am telling you, that's just a confirmation right there. I'm telling you what I'm seeing. Yeah, it's gonna be a fake projection. Oh, we're gonna live so much longer. We're gonna live 20 years longer. You're gonna be so bored sitting around at 95. Why don't you still be at work? Yeah, they're gonna be like, look, our AI is so sophisticated. It has, equated that humans will live an average of 20 years longer. And so we are raising the age, and this way it'll be healthy for people and for the economy. Because you certainly wouldn't want to be sitting idly for 40, 50 years. I'm telling you, they're going to say, we got the data. Believe in the science. Remember all that stuff? Believe in the science that they told us in COVID. Believe in the science. It's going to be that situation. And there's nothing you can do to refute it, because they are the ones who program the AI. They're just going to be programming this stuff to lie. It's all good now when it's reading back to you what's already in the dictionaries, which apparently people are finding out that some of that stuff isn't true. So it's already programmed to that. But wait until wait into the real program. See, you've not got the real program. When they got everybody linked into it, then the real program, the inversion will pop out. And first it will be subtle. And then not so much. Crazy. Hi, Jump Rope or Gail. I know that's you, Gail. To confirm, I keep waking up from being underwater. Wow. Wow. Oh, yeah, I feel it in my bones. J.D. Vance is Hitler. Baby, hold on. Hold on. Do you know that's the same message I got? You just jogged my memory. I think I put this on my recorder like, 3 or 4 days ago or so. That's what I was getting to. Yeah. And it's a real thing. Wait, and there was someone that is, oh, no. There's someone that is a current reincarnation of him right now, and it's a black guy. He's a musician. But I'm telling you, JD Vance has that vibe as well. See, it's different from the reincarnation, right? That's a different thing. But when they purposefully use those codes and tinker around with the DNA to produce that Hitler effect, that's JD Vance. What's that guy's name who did the Super Bowl? What's the guy? Kendrick Lamar. He's a reincarnated Hitler. That came through very clearly the other day. Now he's a reincarnation. That means he doesn't know that he's a reincarnation of Hitler, of course. But now it makes a lot more sense why they let him perform all that stuff at the Super Bowl. It makes a lot of sense. See, they know who you are. Even if you don't know, they know who you are. Reincarnated. I'm a soul blazer. Okay. Baron scares me. Yeah, he scares me. You heard the tall white aliens? They're playing in our faces. He ain't human. Baron Trump was so cute as a baby, though. Come on. Remember? He had his little accent and everything. He was so precious. Oh, he was so cute. But I'm telling you, there's no way. It's given, are you Johnny Appleseed or Abraham Lincoln? Like, what is this? I'm telling you guys, these people are all reseated. You know what scares me? These people from back in the day, they got a whole different consciousness than we have. They would go through some hardcore stuff and do some hardcore stuff. I'm just not built for that in this current day and age. I'm just not built for that. So it will be Usha's. If the Medicare thing happens, just know that's her idea. Now they're going to say it came from JD Vance, but nope, it's her idea. It's her. So this marks the first time in modern history that the second lady has welcomed a child while in office. Interesting. the first time in modern history. It's funny how they have to say modern history. It's because they keep switching the history. That means because there'll be the mud flood situation, and then they will reseed. And why is she receiving care from the military doctors is what I'm saying. We go back to Erica Kirk. I'm telling you, she's already the hybrid because she was what created by the military industrial complex. She's already that. That's what that avatar was already, part tech. So all they're simply reproducing is little Erica Kirks. That's it. That's all we're getting here, guys, because she already has all of that transhuman tech, you know, alien hybrid, all of that. She already has all of that and does not possess human empathy and compassion, apparently. Hmm. This is such a strange couple. I mean, this is such a strange couple. He's transgender, and this is just weird. I don't believe their story. I'm not believing this. I'm not. I don't believe it. So, I'm done. I'm not going to be in here all long. The whole point is this. Sorry, guys. The whole point is this. So I'm not going to be on here all night. This is the point. It's all about why is all this happening to stop you from breathing? Why did they have to program us into the mark of the beast? So you don't buy or sell, and you think you're making a simple decision about food. No, you're making a simple decision about life. That is what the decision is. So if they can get inside of you, you take that chip. It's the same. COVID was just a test run to see how compliable you would be. And that's what that is truly for. Because they could turn all your stuff off now. They don't need to, you know, they just want to get inside to completely cut off the air supply permanently so that their new hybrids can just take over. And pretty much it's all them, it's all their bloodline. That's it. And they'll still, mind you, there'll still be different classes of people because it's like they did before. They're very good at enslaving their own, at torturing their own. They're very good at that. Oh, Trump is the commander in chief of the military, and they are on TRICARE level insurance. Interesting. Thank you. Yeah, but it's giving, yeah, all of this has been a military psyop. Even the military is a psyop, girl. This whole time, I wouldn't even be surprised if the military was created just for these psyops. That's the war and stuff. That's just a front for all the other stuff that they are experimenting on humanity. Is the first lady trans? Oh, is the first lady trans? Oh, she looks like it. I've never looked into it, but she doesn't. Melania, girl. One thing I did get about Melania, and I know this has nothing to do, but I was getting a Mary Poppins energy from her. I want to know who's Mary Poppins really. And Mary Poppins was magical. So that's the energy that I've always gotten from Melania. So I don't know what kind of work she's doing over there, but you know, these people are never far away from somebody doing some sort of work. That's the dynamic with that relationship. You never know. You know, Melania could be Trump's handler. A spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. That's the vibe. It's like creepy because she's all like, you know, like beautiful, and you know, like we equate beautiful people with people that are good, but it's given a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. You know, it's given Mary Poppins, like it's given spell work, and I'm talking magic. Like that's what it's given. Flying girl. So that's that. I really have to get out of here, guys. I gotta go. When I was a little girl, I'd say it feels like we got it wrong with the war system. We're not supposed to fight each other. Yep. Or hate ourselves. It's wild to be alive and to see these things unfold like this. Absolutely. Big Mel knows many languages. Oh, sorry. I'm like, I think you guys are talking talking within yourself. Yeah. Okay, Natalie, I see your message. Well, we're gonna do body scans in the class this week, and when we learn about removing entities, so you guys will be able to release anything that needs to be released that day when I do the class exercise. Do not fear, guys. None of this is about fear. We're in control. The whole thing is that, see, most people will never get this information. So that, you know, maybe the ignorance is bliss, you know. But I believe that source gives this to us so we can start rearranging the energy. Like we go in and we rearrange the furniture, we can rearrange the energy. They're not going to win. I already know who wins in the end. We win. They will not win. I mean, it seems like a good game that they're playing, but this is not going to scare me. We are forever. We are eternal beings, guys. I really got to get out of here. I'm sorry for all the comments that I did not make it to. I love you guys so very, very much. And I'm going to try to, let's say, maybe on Friday, then I'll give you guys the link. I'll have it through Zoom, and I'll give you guys the link, and then you guys can come up and talk about certain subjects. So I got to think about what we're going to talk about, and we may just share some of our spiritual experiences or anything that has to do with the topic. Yes, so be ready to do that. I think we'll do that on Fridays. I think that sounds good. I'll let you guys know Thursday or Friday, but I think Friday would be a good day for this. But I have to get out of here. Right. What time? What time should we do it on Friday? Probably like 7. Like, yeah, that'd be good. Like 7 p.m. And then I'll drop the link and in the chat, and then you guys can come up. Okay. All right. What class? Oh, the quantum telepathic healing and psychic development class that we are entering week 5, and yeah, so it's a 6 weeks course. Awesome. All right, guys, I love you guys so very much. I love you, and so it is as we walk together in divine love. Bye. Usha gives which to me.